Las Vegas, this dazzling city, carries the dreams and desires of countless people for entertainment and aspiration. Its neon lights, bustling casinos, and endless revelry have drawn global visitors for decades, making it America's most unique playground. Whether chasing a spectacular show or immersing oneself in the thrill of the gaming tables, this city always made anything seem possible. Yet lately, Las Vegas feels oddly different. The once crowded streets now stand eerily empty. The slot machines see fewer players, and even reservations at popular restaurants have become surprisingly easy to snag. This city, renowned for its noise and vitality, seems to be losing its soul. The Las Vegas Strip, once packed to the brim with throngs of people, now appears strangely quiet at times, with cars gliding smoothly and sidewalks free from shoulder-to-shoulder crowds. Step into the once glamorous, boisterous casino halls, and you'll find rows of slot machines sitting idle. The iconic symphony of electronic chimes, player cheers, and sighs now noticeably subdued. Even the hottest restaurants, which once required months of advance booking, now have open tables. This city, defined by its clamor, energy, and sleepless spirit, seems to be undergoing a slow, soul-draining transformation. This pulse feels weaker. This shift isn't just a fleeting impression felt by a few tourists. It's a collective sentiment spreading far and wide. On social media and travel forums, similar observations and complaints abound. Visitors note that the city's overall vibe is growing quieter, with nightclub lines and crowds for popular shows shrinking dramatically. The signature frenzy and passion are gradually being replaced by a calm, almost indifferent whisper. This change is unsettling, a giant question mark looming over everyone who knows and loves the city. What's happening to this desert oasis of entertainment? Why is it losing the magic that once captivated so many? In today's program, we won't settle for surface-level observations. Instead, we'll dive deep, like detectives, into the city's core, dissecting the cold data behind these trends, listening to stories from loyal fans and disappointed visitors, and peeling back the layers of the profound and massive changes Las Vegas is undergoing. If this topic sparks your curiosity or resonates with you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Most importantly, leave your thoughts and personal experiences with Las Vegas in the comments below. To understand why today's Las Vegas feels disappointing, we must first hop into a time machine and revisit its golden era, a time when nearly every visitor sang its praises. Back then, the city's business model was built on a near-generous value philosophy. The city's founders, whether early mobsters or later corporate giants, understood one key truth: gambling is a game of odds, with the house always holding the edge. Success didn't lie in squeezing every last dollar from each visit, but in drawing as many people as possible and keeping them happily engaged for as long as possible. This philosophy gave birth to countless Las Vegas legends. Imagine walking into a casino and snagging a shrimp cocktail for just 99 cents. Not just food, but a statement, a bold welcome to visitors. At noon, you could stroll into any major hotel's buffet, pay a few bucks, and feast on a culinary extravaganza. Mountains of crab legs, freshly carved prime rib, exquisite dishes from around the world, and desserts to drive any sweet tooth wild. This wasn't just dining. It was an experience, one that left you feeling like you'd scored an incredible deal. Accommodations were equally jaw-dropping. During off-peak times, you could book a luxurious strip hotel room for $20 to $30 a night, spacious, comfortable, and fully equipped. The casino's goal was clear: get you to spend your saved budget at their gaming tables. And once you sat down, even if you were just playing the lowest stake slots, a charming server in a dazzling uniform would glide over, smile, and ask what you'd like to drink: beer, whiskey, or a custom cocktail, all free. This endless flow of complimentary drinks fueled the casino's electric atmosphere and served as a direct reward to players. Back then, Las Vegas was a dreamland crafted for the everyman, the middle class. You didn't need to be a high roller to feel respected and pampered. The city sent a clear message: come, have fun, and we'll cover most of your non-gambling costs. This generosity wasn't naive charity. It was a brilliantly calculated business strategy. It created an unmatched atmosphere where, even if you lost a few $100 at the tables, you didn't feel like a total loser. The affordable dining, lodging, and attentive service far exceeded expectations, making the trip itself feel invaluable. This clever psychological compensation was the key to why Las Vegas kept people coming back, even addicted. But today, this economic lifeline that sustained the city's prosperity and dreams is under unprecedented strain, and the dwindling crowds are just the tip of a deeper crisis. Walk into any major casino's gaming hall today, especially on a Tuesday or Wednesday afternoon, and the once vibrant, bustling scene is nearly gone. In its place is an almost eerie calm, with the noisy energy fading visibly. This seismic shift stems from a perfect storm of factors battering the city's foundation. The most immediate force is unavoidable macroeconomic pressure. Global inflation, like an invisible hand, has crept into every household's wallet, driving up the cost of living. When people are shelling out more for gas, groceries, and mortgages, non-essential entertainment, like a purely indulgent trip to Las Vegas, becomes the first thing to cut. Ironically, while visitors' spending power shrinks, the cost of a Las Vegas trip is ballooning at an alarming rate. Airfare to the city has soared with rising fuel costs and airline pricing strategies, and hotel prices are the epicenter of this cost storm. During major events or weekends, rooms that once cost $100 now routinely hit $400 or even $500. Add in the rising costs of dining, show tickets, and more, and what was once an affordable, spontaneous weekend getaway has become an expensive investment requiring careful planning or even installment payments. This cost explosion is ruthlessly pushing away price-sensitive visitors, once the city's loyal backbone, toward more budget-friendly alternatives like regional tribal casinos, Caribbean cruises, or resorts in nearby Mexico. As the external economic environment grows harsher, Las Vegas itself is undergoing a profound, even painful strategic transformation. Behind this shift is the will of the mega-entertainment conglomerates that control the city. Their decision-makers seem to agree. Relying solely on gambling to attract the middle class is outdated and profit-limited. The future Las Vegas must shed its Sin City label and reinvent itself as a global hub for top-tier sports events, massive international conferences, and ultra-luxury experiences. Thus, we've seen the NFL's Raiders relocate to a dazzling $2 billion stadium, the NHL's Golden Knights ignite the city by reaching the finals in their debut season, and Formula One racing turn the Strip itself into a racetrack. These high-profile events have injected fresh energy and massive media exposure, drawing affluent crowds with deep pockets. But the flip side of this glamorous transformation is the alienation of traditional visitors who loved cheap buffets, lively casinos, and a laid-back vibe. The city's focus is shifting at breakneck speed toward the high-end market and event-driven tourists willing to pay top dollar for a game or conference. This may boost per-guest spending and financial reports, but it's quietly sidelining the middle-class visitors who, for decades, formed the backbone of the city's prosperity. They're starting to feel abandoned, sensing that the Las Vegas they knew and loved is being replaced by a pricier, more elitist, and colder version. The visitor experience itself is being eroded, even systematically degraded in this transformation. Las Vegas's greatest charm was its unrestrained sense of freedom. You could park for free in any casino's massive lot, stroll through a chandeliered, marble-clad hotel lobby in shorts and flip-flops without a second glance, and follow one simple rule: have fun. But now, that precious freedom is being replaced by a web of restrictive rules and ubiquitous fees, making visitors feel like they're navigating a carefully designed money trap. Free parking, once a cornerstone of Las Vegas hospitality, is nearly extinct, replaced by steep hourly or daily fees, a psychological gut punch for the majority of self-driving tourists. The message is clear. From the moment you arrive, you're paying for everything. Even more infuriating and emblematic of the city's shifting philosophy is the resort fee. Originally justified as covering amenities like pools, gyms, or Wi-Fi, this mandatory charge has become the hotel industry's worst-kept secret and most reviled practice. It's a hidden tax that turns the enticing low rate you saw online into a blatant lie. You check in, excited, only to learn you owe an extra $40, $50, or even $60 per day, a non-negotiable fee that doesn't just hit your wallet but leaves you feeling deceived and manipulated. Beyond that, once relaxed rules are tightening. Many hotel pools now ban outside food and drinks, forcing you to buy their overpriced cocktails. Complicated dining reservation systems and strict cancellation policies make spontaneous culinary adventures a hassle. These subtle restrictions chip away at the carefree, anything-goes joy that defined Las Vegas. The shift in service culture may be the deadliest blow, as it strikes at the heart of the travel experience: human connection. Las Vegas was once famed for its world-class hospitality. Whether you were a high roller or a small-time slot player, you felt genuinely welcomed and valued. Now, that warmth is giving way to a chilling indifference and hyper-commercialized transactions. Visitors share stories on social media of encountering staff, whether at hotel desks, gaming tables, or restaurants, whose faces show exhaustion and forced smiles. They seem more focused on enforcing corporate fee policies or upselling premium services than solving problems or creating joyful experiences. This stems from chronic understaffing to cut costs and a shift in employee training from customer satisfaction to profit maximization. When staff themselves feel undervalued, how can they be expected to radiate warmth? These small frictions pile up, leaving visitors with a bitter feeling. I'm not welcome here. I'm just a walking wallet. That alone can kill any desire to return. The entertainment landscape's transformation is another striking chapter, reflecting a drift in the city's cultural identity. Las Vegas earned its title as the world's entertainment capital largely through its unique, enduring resident show culture. Cirque du Soleil's spectacles like O and K with Grave, blending acrobatics, theater, and art, pushed the boundaries of imagination and were reasons in themselves to visit. Iconic residencies by Celine Dion and Elton John at Caesar's Palace pioneered a new performance model, making Las Vegas a coveted stage for top artists. These shows weren't just entertainment. They were cultural landmarks, drawing diverse, multi-generational audiences and giving the city its artistic allure. But recent trends show classic, all-ages shows closing due to costs or attendance issues, replaced by shorter-term, trendier pop star and DJ performances. These may draw young fans in the short term but lack the timeless quality that becomes part of the city's legacy. The new Sphere venue, a technological marvel with its massive LED exterior and immersive interior, is undeniably breathtaking. But its steep ticket prices and music-heavy, avant-garde content cater more to young, trend-chasing partygoers, alienating the sizable family and older crowds seeking traditional Broadway-style theater. This shift from timeless classics to fleeting trends strips away some of Las Vegas's cultural depth, making it feel more like any other American city with a big venue, a tour stop, not an irreplaceable destination. The relentless cost surge is like a merciless blade, slicing through visitors' wallets and patience. Hotel prices doubling or tripling during major events are now standard, and the aforementioned resort fees can inflate final bills by 20 to 30%, souring the experience. Top-tier show tickets often cost hundreds or even thousands, pricing out many. The affordable, abundant buffets that once defined Las Vegas's charm are either gone post-pandemic or diminished in quality while skyrocketing in price. The 99-cent shrimp cocktail is a distant memory, replaced by $20 poolside drinks. Core gamblers feel especially betrayed, as the games themselves are becoming less rewarding. In traditional blackjack, a winning blackjack hand, an ace and a 10-point card, used to pay the standard 3 to 2, meaning a $10 bet won $15. Now, many strip casinos have shamelessly shifted to 6 to 5 payouts, where that same $10 bet wins just $12. A change that boosts the house edge by nearly 400%. To unaware players, it's outright deception. Similar optimizations appear in roulette, adding a 000 to double the house edge, and slots, lower payout rates to burn through money faster. Together, these changes leave players feeling fleeced, calculatedly targeted, not valued guests but mere numbers on a profit sheet. The spontaneous, carefree charm of Las Vegas is also fading in this cost storm. In the past, you could be sipping beers with friends on a Thursday afternoon, spontaneously decide, let's hit Vegas this weekend, and book affordable flights and rooms. You could wander the strip without a plan, drawn into a casino by its lights or music, and enjoy a delightfully unpredictable getaway. Now, soaring costs and the chaos of major events like F1 or the Super Bowl demand months of meticulous planning. You're forced to comparison shop like a financial analyst, locking in every detail. The joy of a spur-of-the-moment trip is gone. Worse, these massive events, while lucrative for organizers and high-end attendees, are often a nightmare for regular visitors. Paralyzed traffic, overwhelming crowds, and sky-high prices for everything. They're transforming the city's relaxed, open vibe into one where ordinary tourists feel like outsiders, obstacles in the way of more important guests. But of all these visible changes, the most heartbreaking and potentially devastating is the loss of Las Vegas's cherished hospitality spirit. The city once had an unwritten social contract. No matter your background or bet size, you were special here. Casinos tracked your spending through their comp system, rewarding loyalty with free rooms, meal vouchers, or show tickets. This culture made visitors feel valued, forging an emotional bond beyond mere transactions. Now, many feel a pervasive indifference and transactional coldness. Comps are stingier and less transparent, with algorithms replacing human kindness. It's harder to charm a casino manager for a small perk. Staff smiles lack warmth. Visitor stories paint a vivid picture. A retired Arizona teacher, after 20 years of celebrating anniversaries in Las Vegas, gave up the tradition due to high costs, poor service, and crowds, opting for scenic national parks instead. A Midwestern couple planning a romantic getaway was crushed by unexpected fees and rigid rules, vowing never to return. These voices from loyal fans sound a loud warning. When those who loved you most start questioning your worth, your future is in peril. Cold, hard data backs up these emotional observations, providing undeniable evidence of the crisis. According to the Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority, LVCVA, despite a post-pandemic revenge travel surge, overall visitor numbers still haven't reached pre-COVID peaks. More concerning are structural shifts. Weekday hotel occupancy is noticeably down, signaling a drop in business and convention travelers, key drivers of non-weekend spending. Per-visitor spending growth has also stalled, showing that high prices are making people tighten their wallets. The global pandemic reshaped the travel industry. After the initial pent-up travel frenzy faded, persistent inflation and fierce international competition have left Las Vegas facing tougher challenges than ever. The convention sector's decline, driven by remote work and virtual meetings, has reduced the need for companies to send employees to in-person events, directly hitting Las Vegas's appeal to business travelers. Meanwhile, high-spending, event-driven visitors, like those drawn by sports, lack lasting loyalty. They chase the event, not the city. When F1 ends, they jet off to the next host without a second thought. This unstable visitor base makes the city's economic foundation shakier and more uncertain than ever. Las Vegas, a city built on glitz and dreams, stands at a critical crossroads. Its entire brand was built on delivering beyond expectations fun and unmatched value. But now, soaring prices, hidden fees, and increasingly indifferent service are systematically dismantling that core promise. The unique magic visitors once felt is being replaced by repeated frustrations. The city's most loyal fans are turning into its sharpest critics online. If this alarming trend continues, Las Vegas risks not only struggling to attract new visitors, but losing the cherished regulars who formed its cultural bedrock, those who saw it as a second home. The future glow of this sleepless city hinges on whether it can snap out of its obsession with short-term profits and rediscover the generous, passionate soul that once enchanted millions.